Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayushi if you're new, and today we are going to talk about sunscreens. So sunscreens has always been an important part of my life. Skincare in general. Last year when this pandemic really started, that was the time that I really did some deep diving into skincare, did that research and found this amazing doctor who's a UK based doctor but she's Asian. Her name is Dr. Vanitha, and that is when that I actually got to know about skincare. She was an eye-opener because I did not know a lot of things. I thought that I used to know a lot about skincare, but I did not. So that is when my skincare journey actually started, So now I know my ingredient list. So now I know what products I'm using, what are the ingredients that they have in it. I can read the ingredient list, I can understand it, and I know what is suitable for my skin. So that is something I also want you to understand and I also want you to know. And if you want to understand the skincare bit more deeply, I recommend you watching her channel. Today we are going to talk about sunscreen. So my early requirement for a sunscreen used to be that it has to be non-greasy, it has to be oil-free, it has to be matte, it should be sweat-resistant, it should be waterproof, it should not have that white cast and all of that. But that has changed. Those are there, but the main thing has changed. So I'll just show you how many sunscreens I currently have. I have collected them. I have not thrown them away just to show you. So these are my current sunscreens. These are all sunscreens, okay? And I only use one or two. And I know most of you do not have that knowledge about sunscreen that you should have. So that's why I have made this video for you to understand why sunscreen is important, what sunscreen you should use, and what are the best sunscreens available in the Indian market. So let's start. Why is it important to apply sunscreen? So I'll tell you what happens if you don't apply a sunscreen. So you are seeing your parents' face. They might have some dark spots around here. That is called melasma. Some people call it age spots, some people call it sunspots. That happens when you don't protect yourself from the UVA rays during your 20s, your 30s. And my parents have those spots on their face and they're frustrated with it. Trust me, they want to cure it. And curing it is really difficult. You have to spend a lot more. It takes time. Sometimes it requires professional grade treatment. I don't think you'd want to go through all of that, right? We all want to look good at the end of the day. We don't want to have spots all over our face, right? So I feel prevention is better than cure. So before I dive into what sunscreens are best for us and how we should apply and everything, let's understand what sunscreen is supposed to apply. So there are two kinds of sunscreens: physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen. Physical sunscreen is also called mineral sunscreen. So how do you differ and what is best for you? So chemical sunscreens basically are the ones that are invisible. Chemical sunscreens, what happens is that when you apply it gets absorbed by our skin. It acts as a sponge. So it gets absorbed, it gets into our bloodstream and it causes hormonal imbalance. There are not enough research or data backing that point right now. So it's best to avoid that sunscreen because it has certain ingredients which may cause hormonal imbalance in our body. So that is why it's advised that you avoid chemical sunscreens. So physical sunscreens on the other hand reflects the UV light, scatters the UV rays, does not get absorbed into our skin. So what happens is that when you apply a chemical sunscreen, when the UV ray hits our skin, it gets absorbed by us. And when we apply physical sunscreen, the UV rays gets scatters and it does not get absorbed by our skin. And that is why it is recommended to apply a physical sunscreen. So how would you know if it's a physical sunscreen or it's a chemical sunscreen? So the most easy way to identify if your sunscreen is a physical one or a chemical one is through the ingredient list. So I'll just quickly read out the ingredients that you're supposed to look out for, that you will know that it's a chemical sunscreen. So the ingredients are oxybenzone, octinoxate, octopyrrolene, levobenzone. All of these ingredients, there are more. These are the ingredients that you will find in your chemical-based sunscreens. So how would you know if it's a physical sunscreen? There are just two ingredients that you have to keep in your mind: titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is more preferable than titanium dioxide because there are two kinds of UV rays, right? UVA and UVB. So UVA is for aging and UV is for burning. So zinc oxide mostly takes care of the UVA and UVB both. Titanium dioxide is mostly for the UVB rays. So it's advised that zinc oxide is better, but if you have titanium dioxide, that is also fine. The thing about zinc oxide is that it's white. You must have seen the cricket players put sunscreen on their face. I mean, when they put sunscreen on the face, it's white, completely white. So that is zinc oxide. So that has a very high SPF, and that's purely zinc oxide that they apply on their face. So that's why the face looks white, and that's a sunscreen. So that is why most of the physical sunscreen tends to have that white cast. But there are few sunscreens that I found in the Indian market that does not have that white cast. And even if they have it, after you apply it, it tends to go away. Let's see which sunscreens are best for our skin. So I have two with me right now. So one is this Neutrogena Sheer Zinc Dry Touch Sunscreen. So this is SPF 50, and yeah, one point is that you have to apply a sunscreen that is minimum SPF 50. Anything less than that won't work. Few things that you have to be careful about is that it has to be SPF 50, it has to be broad spectrum, and by that I mean that on the packaging you have to see that it's written broad spectrum. That means UVA and UV both. So yeah, so this is SPF 50 and it's broad spectrum UVA, UV, PA+++, and this product looks something like this. Once you have applied it to your face, it's to go away, and you have to work in small amounts with it. You take a little amount and put it on your face. Once it gets absorbed, you take some more and then put it on your face. So the ideal amount that you advise to apply sunscreen is 1 teaspoon for your entire face. That is a lot. And for men, if you have beard, then you would need less than that, obviously, because you're not going to put sunscreen on your beard. But this sunscreen is great. I generally use this sunscreen. And this sunscreen is good for applying before makeup as well. Your makeup won't look any different. Your makeup won't look funny. Your makeup would look still the same. So that is why I prefer to apply this sunscreen when I'm wearing makeup. Matte, it's non-comedogenic and it's not oily. It's waterproof, it's sweat-proof, all of that. And the next one that I have is La Sheet Physical Matte Sunscreen Gel. This is also SPF 50 PA+++, 25% micronized zinc oxide. So this has 25% of zinc oxide, which is a lot and which is good. And this percentage is a good amount of zinc oxide. So yeah, this is also water resistant. This product is really nice, the texture, this looks something like this. It's silicone based and it does not have a white cast. And it's very smooth and silky. But the problem with this is it tends to get a bit oily. If you apply makeup on top of it, it might look a bit different and it might move. Your makeup might move a lot. So that is why I avoid this when I have to apply makeup. Otherwise, if I'm not wearing makeup, I would wear this sunscreen rather than this one because this has a white cast. Even if it gets absorbed, it doesn't vanish completely. So when you apply makeup on top of it, it doesn't matter. So when I'm not wearing makeup, I wear this one, it's not visible. So I can wear this even when I'm not wearing any makeup. So yeah, these are the two options. Then there is another one, put the picture right here somewhere. And I think that sunscreen is really nice. It's a physical sunscreen, it has zinc oxide, it does not have any chemical filters, and it has a peach tint. So it's a tinted sunscreen. It's really amazing. If you want to wear makeup, if you don't want to wear makeup, you can wear that anyway. But if you want, you can buy that one. I will link the product down below. I will link these ones also if you want to buy it. Because that sunscreen is a physical sunscreen. It does not have any chemical filters. It's non-comedogenic, I think. And it does not have any fragrance, which is also important. So remember, your sunscreen should not have any fragrance or alcohol as well. It is not good for your skin. You're supposed to apply your sunscreen every 2 hours, and you are supposed to apply your sunscreen even when you're at your home. That is something you need to do if you don't want those marks on your face, right? If you're someone who applies makeup and when you go out you can't possibly put your sunscreen every 2 hours, then it is advised that please carry an umbrella, your shades, a cap to protect yourself from the sun. And nowadays it's easier because you have a mask on your face, so half of your face is covered almost. Wear your sunscreen, go out of the house, wear your cap, carry your hat or your umbrella, whatever you have to do to protect yourself, and do it. Because there are products that are available in the powder sunscreen form which you can apply on your face, but it's not available in India yet. You can ask me, I can help you with it. With that, I think we have come to the end of the video. Please take care of your skin. That's all I can say. You will thank yourself later on. You will thank me. I have seen my parents struggle. I have seen my friends' parents struggle from the same situation, because you are gonna get it. It's inevitable. If you don't apply sunscreen, you're gonna get it. Not that much money that you can get professional grade treatment and get it removed, then good for you. Do that maybe. But most people would love to prevent it than to cure it. So please start applying sunscreen and make everyone aware of it. Many people are not aware of what it might do to their skin, what the UV rays might do to their skin, so help them. And with that, we are done with the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative and it helped you in some way. And if you want to know anything, please ask me in the comment section below. I will link all the products that I've talked about in the description box if you want to buy. And with that, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram. The link is given below.